turn around.
What are you doing here?
You know, just passing through.
Visiting the town? I mean, same here. What's going on?
Hanging out. What have you been doing?
What have I done? Well, it's a little hot. But I'll stick around for a story. This ice cream should cool me off a little bit. Come on. I'll show you the adventure.
I'm crashing right into you. I'm crashing right into you. I'm free. Oh, and I'm loving all that you do. Can't you see? I'm crashing right into you. Yeah, I'm free falling. Can you hear me calling for you? Yeah, I'm free falling. I'ma keep on falling.
Welcome to our first travel adventure, where we will be exploring Morrison, Colorado, and what it has to offer. The start of our journey leads us here, to the world-famous Red Rock Amphitheater. So let's drive through this tunnel and see what makes this place so special. When you arrive, try to go straight up to the upper parking lot if it is possible for you. Just kind of like what I just showed you earlier in the past clip. Here is one of the best locations to the park, not just for the roadway through the bright red rocks, but for some great scenery. If you do have limited mobility, follow the road another 100 yards or so, and it will take you to a smaller upper lot where there's plenty of handicap parking. This will give you access to the amphitheater without having to take as many stairs as the current route I'm going to take you. So when arriving, take a more scenic route, if you can, into the amphitheater. The extra walking is well worth the overlooks along the way, but be warned, you will have some stairs to climb once you arrive within the amphitheater. Did I mention this path has some great views? Well, here's another one. You will notice the amphitheater is not very crowded today. That's because everyone was taking shelter from the scorching heat, with today's temperatures reaching well into the 90s. So many people were within the underground of the complex. The main grouping that were outside were residing at the top of the amphitheater, so they could get the whole experience of seeing the amphitheater, getting their pictures, and pretty much getting out of Dodge, so they can escape the encompassing dry heat. As we make the calf-burning walk to the top of the amphitheater, let's get to know it a little better. The rock formations themselves here are well over 100 million years old. The site we see today was finished in 1941, funded by Roosevelt's New Deal to help get the country out of the Great Depression. This site was well known even before then, not to the notoriety it has today, but more for locals. There were shows and small festivals recorded happening here as far back as the beginning of the 1900s. The venue today is known as almost a pilgrimage for most artists to play it at least once. The amphitheater can house almost 10,000 enthusiastic concertgoers at a time. Given it being such an iconic landmark and one of the world's most unique concert venues, it's no wonder the events hosted here in the span of a year will reach a total attendance of just about 1 million people. Now that we have made it to the top, let's make our way underground into the museum and cool off a little bit. Maybe not here, but how about this one? Whew, okay, alright, got a little bit worried there, thought it was closed. Alright, right, let's take a tour.
I'ma be a monster, I'ma kill him, this is mine, yeah, yeah.
Underneath the amphitheater is a small museum open to the public detailing the park's rich musical history. It features notable geological formations and how the famous formations around you were formed in the park. A quick historic area detailing the construction of the venue, and lastly a large hall and room providing information on the rich musical past this place has witnessed. The hall is featuring every known act to have played here from the early 1900s through 2019. It's always cool to see who has played here. I mean, I've been in this museum probably 2 or 3 times now, and I swear every time I visit, I find a new name that I'm surprised has even played here. The hall curves you into a main room, including merch from famous musicians who have played here, multitudes of pictures of the park and its surrounding beauty, and even a seating area where you can watch some of their curated documentaries and some live recordings being played through a projector in the room. On your way out, be sure to stop and check out the collage of all the different band posters right next to the exit doors from the years and years of people playing here. When you leave, don't forget to stop and take a look over the edge of the back of the amphitheater to see some great views. It's well worth the 10 or 15 foot walk just to look out. Now, let's check out what I'm doing.
Now, Red Rocks is just something else. If you're in this area, especially if you're visiting Morrison, you have to come here. This is one of the go-to spots to come to if you even want to come and visit Colorado. As you can see, we're coming out of that little, the famous little tunnel you can drive through going up to the Red Rocks. I'm heading down to the trading post right now, just to show you what that is. So it's basically more or less like a big gift shop for you if you want to come down here. There's a small gift shop over inside the museum, which is cool to check out. I was hoping to do some more talking in the museum and really walking through it, but man, this place is slammed. So Red Rock's is going to be narrated a little more. It looks like a car show is kind of popping in. There goes a Lotus. Hello. Cool. There's an R8 up in the parking lot too, so that must be a little cars and coffee, maybe a little something going on. That's cool to check out one day. But no, yeah, come to Morrison, Red Rocks. You gotta hit it. I mean, it's pretty. It's like a world famous spot, and if you ever come to Colorado, this is one of the spots you have to check out. So right now, I'm just driving down to the trade post, leaving the main parking lot area, and we'll see you there.
The trading post is a large gift shop perched just below the amphitheater. It contains any of your Red Rock knick-knack needs, including t-shirts, sweatshirts, mugs, records, more museum stuff, stickers, and much more. There is even an entire room dedicated to John Denver because he is said to have been one of the big artists to really preach about this site, to really help make this amphitheater become what it is today and as famous as it is today. To make this even more prevalent is a large statue just off to the side of the gift shop.
So I just left the trading post. It's a cool spot to go and check out if you want any of that, anything like Red Rock memorabilia, because it's pretty big in there. There's quite a bit of stuff. Right next to it's this cool little garden walk around area. And something that's cool about the Red Rocks here is that there's tons of trails. I mean, you could spend almost like most of a day just here exploring the area. But this video is about more or less Morrison and the stuff you can do and check out around there. So we're probably going to take off soon. We're going to the next spot. That's going to be Dinosaur Ridge. And it's not really Morrison, but it's like 5 minutes down the road from it. And it's a place you got to check out while you're here. And it's easy to get to. You just drive down. Well, you'll see. But before we leave here, I want to show you this. Right behind the trading post is a little garden area you got to check out. It's another cool little spot just to hang out, relax, and enjoy yourself. And it's got a cool little view over here, cool little garden to hang out. This place is cool. This place is really cool. So let's check this out. So that's Red Rocks. First stop on this trip. Next is Dinosaur Ridge, which is actually that ridge right over there. And we're going to the other side. I'm going to show you a cool little spot there where you can actually see like some dinosaur tracks in the side of the mountain there. There's a lot more to it than what I'm going to show you. Like I said, I'm trying to do a little bit of everything, show you like a bunch of Morrison here as much as I can. And tell you what, all this walking around, I'm getting pretty thirsty already. Carrying around the water. It is warm today. Yeah, so let's hit it. I'm gonna give you a nice little quick time lapse of getting out of here. I'm gonna take another road out of here that actually takes you straight into Morrison. So, on to the next place.
Ah, here we are. The next step in our journey through Morrison. We have arrived to Dinosaur Rock. This place is really special. So let's just get right into the action.
So getting up to Dinosaur Ridge isn't too bad at all. I mean, you literally walk up a road. So it doesn't take a whole lot of effort to get there. It's not like some big hard hike to see like the dinosaur, the main thing. If you want to keep going, be more adventurous, there is still more stuff on the other side of the mountain. I'm going to just show you this and more or less keep going. I just want to kind of stop here and show you this because it's quick, easy, and it's something you can't miss. It's just really cool, especially if you have little ones with you. I mean, what little kids don't want to see some dinosaur prints going up in the side of the mountain? So another maybe like a 5 to 8 minute walk up and we'll check out some dinosaur prints. Now that may just look like some funky looking rocks. Well, it's really cool. See how like this whole face here has a bunch of like ripples in it. So if you've ever been at the beach or something and you walk in the sand and you'll see this like the sand from like the flow of the water and the currents and that, it'll have like little bumps, like little ripples. And that's what this is. Just millions of years old that are fossilized. So I think that's pretty cool. And we're almost to the dinosaur tracks. And see, not too bad of a walk. I mean, it's what, that's got to be what, half a mile probably each way. So it's not bad at all. Just if you wouldn't even just get to the dinosaur tracks. We're actually coming up to our first set right up here. There's a couple, but the main is up a little further. Right up here, there's a little building on the left. Let's get ready.
As we walk through this fresh asphalt to dinosaur fossils, let's do a quick tour of Dinosaur Ridge Center. Located just 100 yards from where I parked is a little grouping of trees hiding a gift shop full of all kinds of goodies for the family to take home as souvenirs of the adventure. There is even a small dinosaur museum behind the gift shop you can tour where a guide will tell you a plentiful amount of information on the area and go in great detail about the artifacts within the walls of the building. This stop also houses a tour ride that will take you on a bus ride over Dinosaur Ridge, taking you to all the hot spots in the park, along with giving you much more information than I would be able to provide in just these few short minutes exploring the area. Now let's get back on the ground.
All right, I'm here, ready for the big reveal. Man, it's bright. I should have brought sunglasses. I'm like squinting probably this whole time. Let's see it. Look at that. Now I'm sure they come in and color in these the footprints so you can a lot more easily tell where they are. But yeah, how cool is this? I mean, come on now. See, it's worth the walk up here. I mean, when's the next time you're ever going to be able to walk up to some dinosaur tracks into the side of a mountain? I mean, come on. It even tells you some information here, benches, whatever, so you can relax. There's a gazebo up here, and it even tells you like what prints they are, and then so then you can kind of pick and choose the footprints. This is awesome. And if you want to come here, you don't want to do the walk, and if you want to get a lot more information, down a ways before you even get to the pool, off the pool here, on your right hand side, there's going to be a visitor center. There you can take a tour bus, actually one that's coming right now. And they'll be kind of like more or less a guide, and they'll tell you like more information about this. I mean, they're educated on the area, and they'll fill you in with more. And then it's nice if you don't want to do the walk, or if you can't do the walk itself, it takes you around to the best spots here. To actually see right down there where that little grouping of trees are, there's a visitor center where you can schedule your bus ride, and there's also a small like little museum where they actually have some bones, and they'll tell you more information about that in there. It's really interesting, it's really cool. How cool is this? And it's like a 5-minute drive from Morrison. All you gotta do is get on the highway coming out of Morrison and take the next exit off. And you take a left off that exit, and bam, you're there. I'll probably do like a longer feature, like hike up Dinosaur Ridge and go around. I just kind of want to show you some of the big spots to check out here around Morrison. So let's actually head into town now finally and see what's going on. The moment you all been waiting for, we finally made it. We're in Morrison. So let's attack it. We're at our first stop. This place is called the Red Rocks Beer Garden. Just kind of sit here, because I mean, I would imagine after doing all that walking at Red Rocks, when we're walking there, you're gonna want a nice little drink or something. So let's get something cold.
Here is a must-go little stop in Morrison. If you are in the need of an adult beverage, this place can be for you. It features a beer menu housing the area's local breweries with some food as well. This is a great place to stop by after taking a tour of the Red Rocks and Dinosaur Rock like we already did today. The Morrison Beer Garden is a great place to stop, relax, hang out for a little bit, and more or less recoup and re-energize for what lays ahead in this cool little town. Now that you're energized and kind of rehydrated, let's take a stroll down the main drag of Morrison. This small town features a good variety of food and small boutiques and shops to check out. So let's speed run some of these puppies. Okay, let's go. With the town including Cafe Prague, Tony Rigatoni's, the Morrison Inn, Blend, a Lambo, Mill Street Eats, Red Rocks Grill, La Boutique Les Bordeaux, the Cow Inn Eatery, restrooms, Morrison Mercantile, where I found some cool local sodas to take home and try. Please excuse the very well done filming here and just ignore the half a hand in front of the lens. And lastly, where I chose to eat my lunch and or I guess dinner at this time, Tap on the Rocks, where I was feeling some pizza today, as you can see. Alright, let's go see what my thoughts were on it.
Alright, nobody. We got some pizza here. No, one bite. Nobody knows the rules. A little floppy, you know, but could have been in there a couple minutes. I would have been a higher score. 7-5. Take it or leave it. Let's get out of here.
As I walk off this pizza, let's dive into some details about this cool little town with a population of a whopping 422 people. It definitely can be called a small town to me. It is just a 30-minute drive from downtown Denver, so if you are in the Denver area, it is well worth your while to come even just stop here. I mean, just a trip over to Red Rocks is worth the drive. Here we come to a bell on a bridge.
As you can see, there's a bell on a bridge.
Just said that first.
What do you mean you said it first? I said it first. I thought it first, but I'm saying it in its...
I mean, I said it first.
I thought it first, okay?
Okay, yeah, whatever.
There's a bell on a bridge. Let's keep going.
Alright, let's get back to Morrison here. The town sits 5,700 feet above sea level, so if you're not used to higher elevation, the walking will definitely be a treat. The town has been around since the early 1800s, being named after George Morrison. It lies within Jefferson County, Colorado. It has made a significant landmark and archaeological community because of the multitudes of fossils that have been found within the Red Rocks and Dinosaur Ridge. As you can see, I seem to have trailed out of town a little bit.
Alright. So, wandering around Morrison, and I found myself here. Followed a couple little trails, and I saw some people standing up here. Let's give it a try. Maybe it's like a little overlook of Morrison. Whew, tell you what, this heat today, because it's a little sticky, hits you a little different. Let's just get up there and see what happens.
So I saw the sidewalk and just kind of kept following it to see where it went, and I saw this big rock feature, and I saw people standing on it. I was like, well, I might as well go look at that too. So as I wander up there, I see why people are over here. There was a big remote control car meet going on to do an obstacle course up the side of these rocks here. But I'm happy I saw this because this view is a fantastic one looking over the town.
As you can see, the town of Morrison is definitely worth a stop. It's got plenty of restaurants for people to check out, plenty of little shops and stores if you're into that, just to go in there. I mean, you got the Red Rocks to my left here. You got beautiful views, as I'm sitting on right now. And it's not too far to get off up on here. Not too far of a walk. I mean, look at this. Something else. Well, I guess this part of the leg of this journey is over. Exploring the town. Well, our next step, got one more hike and want to give a try here. And I'm pretty sure it's this mountain right here. It's to overlook all of Morrison. So, let's do one more adventure before we go. Ready for it? So I tell you this, I'm not. It is hot today, sticky, but let's give her a go. You never know what you're gonna find.
As you'll see, things don't exactly go according to plan. But that's what makes every adventure unique. As I was making my way back through the town of Morrison, just behind me was a storm developing in the distance. So I decided, instead of getting caught on top of a mountain in the middle of a storm, to just cut my losses, go get some much deserved ice cream from Ozzy's right next to the Welcome to Morrison sign, and call it a day.
Well, rolling back to the car right now. Eat some Ozzy's ice cream. Pretty good. I'll give it that. It's pretty good. I'm not doing that hike because there's storms starting to pop up all over the place, and I don't feel like getting caught on top of that mountain right now in the middle of a storm. Sorry about that. You know, it is what it is. See, there's one actually building like right now. So, yeah, I just want to go with the safe bet for now. Hey, thanks for watching this. If I should do more of these, let me know. I actually enjoy making it fun. Over the summer, I'm actually going to be hitting a bunch of little towns in that. I just want to record the first one, see what y'all think. See you in a minute.